Hi guys, my name's Josh, and today I want to talk to you all about a bit of an elephant in the room, and that is music streaming. Now, I'm sure you're all aware about the stream issues that we have with streaming and the debate on whether or not the pay you get from streaming is fair, and today I want to talk to you all about all of that and then get to the real point of what can we do about music streaming. So to begin, I think it's really important to highlight a movement which was set up by a musician called Tom Gray, and it's called the Broken Record Movement, which basically highlights how broken the record industry is, in that artists are usually the ones getting a little bit or a lot of it ripped off by the gatekeepers and the big boys at the top, mainly the streaming companies, the big tech guys and the big three record labels. So Tom Gray has been running this movement for a little while now, and finally it has resulted in the UK government actually investigating music streaming themselves, which is a fantastic thing because it's the first time in the music industry where an independent body outside of the music industry has actually had a look at streaming and its sustainability on the rest of the music industry. Basically, last year in November time, the government were calling for people to provide evidence for why streaming is bad or why it is good, and that is the debate that we are having in the government right now, and MPs are looking at the three big record labels as well as the big tech companies such as Spotify as to why streaming has become such an issue for the musicians in the music industry. Now, many of you guys will already be aware of this, but the debate mainly evolves around the fact that you get less than a penny per stream for your music. But I've spoke to quite a few industry professionals recently, and there are strong arguments for both sides, so let's talk about that. One of the points which I discovered recently is the fact that you get paid 0.0028 of a pence per stream on Spotify, and it's different for other websites too. But I'll put up a little graphic right here, right now, of the exact pence per stream, and this information comes from a website called The Tricordist, which again lobbies for a fairer pay for musicians, and they're quite a reliable source at that. So let's take an emerging artist, for example, who gets 10,000 streams on one of their new songs. The pay that they will receive for those 10,000 streams is only £28. Now, if you compare that to 10,000 sales of a song, say when iTunes was still selling songs for 99p, that would be a hell of a lot more revenue, and that's where the issue lies. But if we say, for example, if we look at, say, Ed Sheeran, who's a very, very well-known artist with a very strong fan base and has had lots of investments from his record label, say he got 10 million streams, the amount of money he would have generated from that is £28,000. Now, that's a quite big difference between an emerging artist and an established one. And also, don't forget, if you are signed to a record label and you are distributing your music through Spotify and streaming sites, which most people are nowadays, you will also receive less pay for those streams because the record label will take around about 80%. So that's another reason why you should maybe consider going independent. But yes, this video isn't about independence totally. I want to talk more about those numbers and streaming. Now, the issue is that emerging artists can't get on with their careers. They can't manage a career financially because of the lack of income they receive from streaming. And this causes a really big issue further down the line on the sustainability of these artists, when if they can't break into the industry financially, that means that some artists will consider stop doing this, which would be a horrendous thing. And whose fault is to blame here? Well, we can look at the big tech companies and we can look at the record labels, and I do think there is a big issue between these two parties, and that's specifically what the UK government is investigating right now. As to what these investigations will result in, we are not too sure yet, but what I want you guys to do, and what I want this video to do, is to encourage you to go and research the Broken Record campaign, to go and research the MP's investigation into streaming, and to fight back against this. A lot of you have been waiting for a bit of a revolution in the music industry, and I know I have, and it's here. We are here right now, and yes, it's kind of been caused by COVID, but we are finally here at a bit of a musical revolution in terms of empowering artists and giving artists the power to succeed in the music industry. So please, 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 once you finish watching this video, go and jump on Twitter and check out Tom Gray's account, because he has got a long thread of information concerning this, and you should also go and look at the MPs investigating this music streaming. This is important to your guys' careers because it could mean that you get fairer pay for your music, which is a really big issue right now, especially during COVID-19. What we need to be doing as advocates for the independent music industry is put pressure on these companies to show them we're not going to take this anymore. We would like a fairer pay for our music. And where many artists see this pay as being fair if they can get the streaming numbers, it is really these emerging artists' careers that it's affecting the most. We're not going to have any new music if artists are completely put off by the fact that they can't earn a wage from their music. This is a really important issue right now, and it's a revolution that you need to get behind. However, that's going to be all from me today, guys. I will see you in the next one. I hope you found this video very helpful, and I hope it showed up some of the things that we need to be doing as advocates for the independent music industry. We need to be helping these emerging artists to break into the industry and form fully fledged careers. I'll leave a couple links in the description below to the Broken Record campaign and to a couple more little bits of information to do with this. And as always, you can book in for one of your free strategy sessions where you can sit down with myself and Lewis and we'll help you strategize on the best next steps to keep your career pushing forward, especially during these very crazy times. But until then, I will see you guys later. Have a good one.